Yo, what's going on guys? It's Anime1 back here with a new video, and today I'm here with the new parts of what if Naruto was betrayed and it's Sakuna's power. So if you guys like the content in the channel, please subscribe to the channel, and while you're at it, also like this video. So without any delay, let's begin the video. We start this one off with Naruto simply just strolling through the village hidden in the clouds. He was trying to get intel on where Yugito had gotten specifically. As he was going through that, he met a strange man. A sense beat chakra from him. Naruto thought as he saw the man was, well, rapping as he was just pretty much walking. He had goggles on and what looked like swords strapped all around his back. Naruto walked up to the man. Hey, since you seemed a little approachable, can I ask you the question of where, Yugi Toni is? I'm a good friend of her. I want to find her. So as Naruto would say that, Killer Bee would look at him. Yo, yo, yo. Of course, bro. Yugi Toni just went on a mission. He would say that as Naruto looked at him. Ah, on a mission. Do you have any idea when she'll be coming back? Naruto would ask as Killer Bee would look at him. As he would put his palm on his chin and look up. I guess in 2 days. Okay, Naruto would say as he would start walking away. As that would have happened, Killer Bee would speak. You know, I can just deliver the message for you. He's a good friend of mine. So Killer Bee would say that Naruto would look at him. Oh no, I would like to do it this with her personally. Since, she is a good friend of mine, it's personal. No one is able to say that Kilby would not in agreement. And if you guys are wondering, Kilby doesn't know that Naruto is Sakuna or is the in the Akatsuki or anything like that, because Naruto is not wearing the Akatsuki cloak. Anything like that, he's just coming after Yugito, right? He's just wearing a white robe, similar to what Sakuna had wore in his, prime or in the normal time that he wears. As that would have happened, Naruto would simply start walking away, and then he would get the intel from Black Zetsu that Yugito was at the land of sound. As Naruto would smirk, the sound village, the same village that Naruto would clench his fist. Those two are at. I guess we'll have a nice little reunion. As Naruto would say that. Soon, he would go to the Sound Village, and soon he would find Yugito, who was just doing her mission of, just escorting the Sound Daimyo to his base. As that would have happened, Naruto would appear in front of him. Ah, Daimyo-sama, you may go, but you, on the other hand, Naruto would say as he would look at Yugito, you are not going. As Yugito would, just get into her stance, getting her guard up. Who are you? She would ask. Who I am? I am your executor. I am the member of the Akatsuki. That's all you need to know. Naruto would say as his red eyes would look at Yugito. Again, Naruto does have a mask on. As that would have happened, soon Naruto would send something. Ah, that's chakra. That's of those two. Well, I guess I can cause a little bit of ruckus so that Orochimaru will send them here. So Naruto would think that he would flex his chakra a little bit. As that would have happened, Orochimaru, who was, in his throne just sitting, would snap open his eyes. This chakra. Who is it? Orochimaru would think that. As you know, this was not an ordinary amount of chakra. This was a huge amount of chakra, rivaling, reaching visual levels. As Orochimaru would think that he would, immediately send Suki and Sasuke to investigate. As they both would go, they both had a plan to kill Orochimaru, Orochimaru was getting weaker day by day, so they had a little bit of chance to defeat him in that case. They could pretty much defeat him now if they wanted to by teaming up, but that's not what they wanted, so they would not do that. As Suki and Sasuke would reach the location, they would see Yugito in a two-tailed cat form looking at Naruto in the death growl. When you come to that form, it actually makes me a little excited. Before, you were just horribly weak. Naruto would say as Yugi, he would look at Yugito. As Naruto, with a wave of his hand, would slash the cat across the chest. A huge slash as the cat would cry out. As the cat would cry out, and Naruto would look at it with pity. The two-tailed cat, Maratabi, was it? You forgot me. As Naruto said, the Matatabis, who had now gained control, eyes would widen. You. How can you be alive? Maratabi would ask as Naruto would in a smirk. I'm not Sakuna exactly, but in a way, I am. Just to make sure. Hey, Maratabi, you specialize in the fire jutsu among the tail beasts. You're said to be the most powerful. How about I fight you using your own ability? Naruto would say that. Maratabi would look at him. Don't be a fool. Even the likes of you cannot match me. Sessy would say that, Naruto would in a smirk. Is that so? Then why not prepare? He would say as Maratabi would of course, agree to this since he would want to kill Naruto right then and there. As he would start forming a Bijudama surrounded with fire chakra around it, as Sasuke and Suki would look at this with wide eyes. Shit, this is not good. They both would think, as even with their EMS, this would gain some damage. As Naruto would look at it, you would sense those two. They're watching the fight. Might as well give them a little bit of show. Open. Naruto would say as black flames would surround him, and those black flames were specifically around his hand. Shit, what the hell is that? Isn't his ability supposed to be slashing and cutting things? Maratabi would think as Naruto would look at her. You think this is not one of my abilities? I guess Hagoromo didn't tell you much about me, but it's fine. Naruto would say, as he would point his hand out as the fire would stretch and form an arrow. Soon Naruto and Maratabi would launch their attacks, and to Maratabi's surprise, the arrow just completely destroyed her fire jutsu and came right towards her, and when the arrow did connect, it was already too late. The entire area went off in a black flames of explosion. As when the smoke cleared, Sasuke and Suki saw it. The two-tailed cat was defeated. I guess this will be it. Zetsu, Naruto would say, and Zetsu would pop out of the ground. That's the Akatsuki. Both of Sasuke and Suki would think, seeing Zetsu with the Akatsuki cloak. Take this two-tails to the extraction base. As Naruto would say that, of course Zetsu would nod. Yes, my lord, I will. As you wish. As he would say that, he would sink to the ground along with Yugito, taking the two-tailed cat towards the extraction base. As that would have happened, Suki and Sasuke would jump in front of Naruto. Hey, you. You know about the Akatsuki, don't you? They would ask, looking at the masked figure who would look at them. The Uchihas who are left alive. I guess I'll complete Itachi's work. Naruto would say as he would look at both of them. You know our brother. Oh, yes. Actually, Itachi did tell me a few things about you. The first thing that he mentioned was you both were quite weak. Naruto would say that both of them would look at him with a glare. Weak, you say? I guess Itachi still has a stick up his ass. To think that he'll defeat us, even one of us is enough to take care of him. But since we both want revenge, we both will do it together. As Suki would say that, she would activate her internal Mangekyo Sharingan, Sasuke doing the same. I'll show you what we can really do. As Sasuke would say that, he would unsheath his Kusanagi blade and get out any information about Itachi that I can from you. Since we're going to be killing the snake soon, might as well get the information. As Sasuke would say that, he would rush towards Naruto with all of his speed. activating his curse seal stage 1 and his EMS at the same time. Why? Because he's pretty much saw Naruto fucking defeat a Biju. That's why. As that would have happened, Sasuke would swing his blade, but Naruto would block it with his bare hands. Ah, the Kusanagi. He was quite a treat in my time as well. But however, Naruto would say as he would grip the Kusanagi blade tighter and tighter, it's not on my level. Naruto would say that. Sasuke would jump back as a huge slash that was coming towards him slashed a couple of trees behind him. What the fuck was that? Sasuke would think as he was just saved because of his EMS being able to track the slashes that were coming towards him. His Naruto would look at him. I guess it is what it is. But however, to deal with both of you, I guess I'll have to take this a little bit seriously. Naruto would say as Suki and Sasuke would surround him, as black flames would surround Naruto suddenly. Let's see how strong you both really are. As Naruto would say that, another Naruto would pop right beside him in form of black flames. Let's see, 50% of my power divided into me, and other one is my other 50%. Let's see how strong you really are. Can you handle 50% of my power individually? As Naruto would say that the battle would soon begin, and it would be a bloody one. Sasuke and Suki would use all of their techniques in their arsenal. Sasuke using Amaterasu and Kagasuchi, and Suki using Amaterasu and a healing ability that allowed her to heal all of her injuries. But the thing was, Naruto was also able to heal all of his injuries, and much faster than even Suki was able to. Suki, who would able to eventually get able to notice this, would jump beside Sasuke. Sasuke, yes, he's healing all of his injuries in a blink of an eye, and he's strong, incredibly so. Sasuke would say panting, as Suki would pant as well. Let's finish this. She would say as Sasuke would nod, as a purple aura would surround Sasuke, and a silver aura would surround Suki. As Naruto would smirk, huh, you're bringing out the big guns. Now you're talking. As Naruto would say that, as the other Naruto that was fighting both Suki and Sasuke would also merge back within the original. Now, let me show you what true ninjutsu was really like in my time. As Naruto would say that, he would put his hands in a strange seal, as he would see the Susanoo forming. Sasuke with his full-bodied armor Susanoo with 2 legs, and Suki with her body armor Susanoo with 2 legs as well. Just her Susanoo only had swords, and Sasuke had a bow and an arrow. Naruto would smirk seeing this. And now, let's see. Domain expansion. Malevolent shrine. As Naruto would say that, a huge shrine would appear behind Naruto. What the hell is this? Both Suki and Sasuke would feel a strange pressure around it. The sound village. How wide is it? Naruto would think, as he could sense it. 14. Okay, so for about 10 kilometers. I guess 2 kilometers is fine. Naruto would think in his mind as he would stretch the domain's range up to 2 kilometers, and then the slaughter would begin. With the help of Malevolent Shrine, Naruto would slice the Susanoo up with such ferocity that even the Susanoo's defenses would not be able to keep up, as eventually the Susanoo would go down because you could not keep up with such incredible speed of slashes and continuous DPS all at once. As Sasuke and Suki would pant, Naruto would form the same arrow attack that he did against Yugito, and then he fired at both of them when they had their Susanoo dropped. As both the siblings would be sent flying away, crashing into a rock, coughing out blood. As they would be exhausted, both of their eyes would be bleeding, and they would not be in a good condition. Naruto started walking towards them. It's funny, isn't it, Sasuke, Suki? After what you did to me last time, situations really do change. People, when they say karma is a bitch, they really do mean it now, don't they? When Naruto said that, both of them just looked at him. He was talking to them as if he knew them. Oh, I guess you really cannot recognize, but I do not blame you. After all, Sasuke, you did plunge Chidori right through my heart. Of course, that would have killed any normal person, but I'm not a normal person. As the man would said that, Sasuke and Tsuki's eyes would widen. No way. There's no way that you can. Naruto would eventually remove his mask to show them that he was indeed Naruto Uzumaki. It's the difference being the face markings that he had around his face, similar to that of Sakuna. The Naruto look at them. It's funny, fate does work in miraculous ways. Now as for the both of you, so would say that as you start walking towards them. The both would start to step back in fear as they would sense the hatred and malicious intent from him. Suki would be the one that would be most surprised, she would be happy at first when she got to see was Naruto and he was alive, but now she was just all she could feel was fear. As that would have happened, soon Zetsu would come out of the ground. Naruto-sama, stop. We have plans for them. Zetsu would say as he would be scared as well. As Naruto looked back at Zetsu with a little distaste. And in a fury or in an instant, Zetsu's head would be decapitated from his body. As if you're wondering, this is just a white Zetsu. As Naruto would calm himself down. Yeah, about the plan. I nearly forgot about it because of my rage. Naruto would say as he would look at both of them. You're lucky. You both are valuable to me, so I guess it is what it is. Especially, I wonder what you'll do if you knew that Itachi did it all for you. Naruto would say that, and suddenly he would vanish in a burst of bats. As that would have happened, both Sasuke and Suki would just stand there shocked. Naruto had defeated them with relative ease, without breaking a sweat. What kind of monster did he become over these few years? But was both of their thinking, honestly. Eventually, Naruto would, in a distance, especially in the hidden rain village, Naruto would appear by a bat gathering around him, as he would appear in front of Pain. Why did you call me Nagato? Naruto would ask, in more of like a bossy tone than what Nagato liked. And Pain would just look at him. The two tails, you got it. Good job. As Naruto would look at him, is that all you came? Do you realize that eventually we'll have to kill Toby? As Naruto said that, Nagato would nod. Of course I do. Of course. As Nagato said that, Naruto would pretty much smirk at him. Of course you do. But before that, Naruto would say as he would pop right in front of Konan. Now, my little angel, as I would like to call her, Naruto would say as he would look at Konan, who's just so shocked by the amount of speed that Naruto showed. But she would not show it on her face, as her face would be stoic as hell. Well, let's see. Your body is good, your face is good, and well, Naruto would look his lips. Your figure is something that I would kill for. But before anything, Naruto could lay his hand on Konan. Several black rods would come towards him as Naruto would just will cut them in half. As he would look towards the diva path, who was looking at him with a little bit of distasteful look. I would like stop you to. I would prefer if you cut that out. Pain would say as Naruto would look at him, and then look at Conan. Fine. He would say as he would look at Conan. If you ever need some sexual, well, relief, you can always find me in my room, Conan. Naruto would say that. Conan would blush a little bit. Eventually, she would just slam her hand in her forehead. That bastard. She would think in her forehead. As Pain would just appear beside her. Are you okay? Yeah, you didn't do anything bad. But it is still a little bit terrifying. You know how he gets when he gets mad, Nagato. He just spared you because, well, yeah, he needs my Rinnegan in order to achieve his plans. No, Pain would complete her sentence. As before anything, Nagato, who had tried to assert his dominance over Naruto because, well, Naruto was not listening to him while he was in the Akatsuki. Most of the members of the Akatsuki do not know that Naruto is a member of the Akatsuki except for Nagato, Konan, and Obito. As that would have happened, Pain did challenge Naruto, and then Naruto simply killed all of the paths of Pain except for the Diva, just to make Naruto feel humiliation and show him, who's the boss, pretty much. But Naruto would not even kill Naruto since he does need his Rinnegan. Eventually, the 3 tails would get captured, the 4 tails would get captured, the 5 tails would get captured, the 6 tail would also get captured, the 7 and 8 tails, the 7 tails would get captured. Now, during all of this, when Itachi does battle, our Suki and Sasuke, this time Itachi does go all out. Otherwise, he is gonna get clapped again. Suki and Sasuke have EMS, while Itachi has MS, so it's sort of like an unfair fight. And they both just completely destroy him. But afterwards, after all the fighting is over, the one who finds them is not Toby, but it is Naruto. But the one who's occupying the Konoha team is Toby, right? Obito is the one who is occupying them. Naruto, who eventually finds them, leaves with both of their bodies, and then this time Naruto is the one who told them the truth. They both would, of course, not trust what he's saying, but Naruto would say that, if you do not believe me, here is a proof of what happened. And Naruto would say that Obito would appear out of the, rubble. As soon as Obito would appear, Sasuke's eyes would change into Itachi's Mangekyou, and the flames of Amaterasu would have consumed Obito. As Naruto would smirk, that Itachi is actually quite smart. As Naruto would say that, Obito would comment, yeah, I agree. He even planned after death trap just to get me. But little did he know that I wasn't the only one, and I don't reveal most of my secrets to him. As Obito would say that, he would emerge out of the darkness without any damage. As Naruto would look at both of them. Obito, show them. As not Obito, I mean, he would refer to Obito as Madara, and then he would say, Madara, show them. As Madara or Obito would look at both of them in the eyes and put them under Genjutsu, in which he pretty much showed like Itachi's conversation with him and all that jazz. And eventually Sasuke and Suki do come to the path of darkness at Naruto's side. As that happened, Naruto was currently just standing at the shore of a sea, and Suki just appeared beside him. We haven't talked like this for a while. Yeah, we haven't talked like this ever since you tried to kill me. Naruto would say that in a nonchalant tone as Suki would just get her head down. Yeah, I know, but things just turn out so different. I chose vengeance over love, and look where that got me. I killed my brother who was trying to protect me and Sasuke. Things are just why do things have to be this way, Naruto? She would say as and she would look at Naruto, who would be unfazed. This is life. Deal with it. Naruto would say as he would start walking away. That's just how things work. Sometimes things do not go your way, while other times, well, things that Itachi did was for the greater good of the village. Itachi was much of a logical man that you will ever know. As Naruto would say that, Suki would just look at him. And what about you, Naruto? What are your plans? As Naruto, she would say that, Naruto would look back at her. Trust me, if I could, I would have killed you and your snotty little brother already. Naruto would say that Suki's eyes would widen as he would just look down, just not knowing what to say. I understand why you would want to do that, but it still hurts when you say it. The old Team 7 that you knew and loved is gone, Suki. You were the one who broke it in the first place. Naruto would say that as Suki would speak. Where did he get that much power from? This would stop Naruto as he would look back at her. This power you speak of. You mean my power of dismantle my black flames that I produce? Yes, they are not the flames of Amaterasu that you and Sasuke use, but they're, well, pretty much flames that can be summoned from hell itself. Hell flames, they're called to be specific. Naruto would say as Suki would look at him. Again, where and why and how did you get so strong, Naruto? She would say that Naruto would look at her. None of your concern, Suki. And he would say that as he would start to walk away, leaving Suki alone. She would sigh. Couldn't get anything out of him. She would think in her mind. Soon, the capture for Eight Tails would begin, and this time, Naruto would have not gone. He would just have sent uh, the likes of our boy Sasuke and our girl Suki for the mission, and then as for the pain assault arc, Jiraiya did invade the village, and Jiraiya would have gotten killed, right? And eventually, Pain would have not gone to the village for just because there is no Nine Tails in the village, so he really doesn't have a reason to go there because the Nine Tails Jinchuriki is just wipe in front of him if he wants to, right? So Pain Assault arc would not have happened, but the Jiraiya the Gallic arc would have happened as they would just Jiraiya would forward the message of the Pain's decoding and all that stuff. Soon, Pain would go after the Eight Tails. I did say that Suki and Sasuke would go after the Eight Tails, but I do think in this case Pain would go after the Eight Tails. And as soon as the intel of Pain going after the Eight Tails would reach Konoha, they would send Kakashi. They would send Kakashi. They would send Kakashi and the likes of all the other Chunins and Jonins as well. I forgot to mention Hira and Kakazu are dead. Deidara and Sasori are dead. Itachi is dead. Kisame is surprisingly alive. Pretty much everything went as canon. For the most part. You might mention how did Sasori and Deidara died? They died in their battle with Suki and Sasuke, where Tobi and Deidara fought Sasuke in the original. In this case, Sasori and Deidara fought Sasuke and Deidara fought, and then Suki and Sasori fought. So that was pretty much the battle. And then the next thing that happens is the Eight Tails does not escape. Since they're two EMS users, again, Sasuke and Suki have EMS, not Mangekyo, internal Mangekyo, so they would not have much trouble, defeating Killer Beast, especially since the Susanoo would have progressed even more than that. It didn't in the original, so they would be on a good track of defeating Killer Bee pretty easily with the help of Amaterasu and Kagatsuchi and all that stuff with their help of Susanoo as well. They would be able to tank Biju Dama not easily, but it would be bearable. They just say that, and then soon we would cut to the five Kage summit that would have happened. As the five Kage summit would have happened, Suki and Sasuke would tag the five Kage summit, wanting to pretty much kill Tsunade because of sure, they want village revenge against the Hidden Leaf. In this case, the Raikage would go after Sasuke, and then Sasuke, who is much stronger and can use spam Kagasutsu and Amaterasu without any really uh, without any repercussions or backlash, would be able to hold his own against the likes of Gara and Sasuke, the Raikage at the same time. And then Suki would be able to hold her own against Tsunade, and not Onuki. Onuki would be overkill at the same A, right? So Watsuki holds them off, but Onoki is simply not interfering. And then soon the Sasuke and Suki would start getting tired, and then they would have to be saved by Tobi and Naruto. Tobi and Naruto would eventually appear, and then they would, pretty much speak all their plans. Naruto reveals himself to be, well, fucking Naruto. And then Tsunade, whose guards are Kakashi and Guy, would just widen her eyes when Naruto does, remove his mask to, just show that he is fucking Naruto. Naruto and Tobi would tell the five Kage about their plan of how they, pretty much want to put the world under the infinite Tsukuyomi. At least that is what Tobi tells, but Naruto has different agendas. And that would have happened. Naruto, Tobi, Sasuke, and Suki would have left the five Kage summits, and then pretty much they would have extracted the nine tails out of Naruto. While extracting the nine tails, Naruto does use reverse curse technique to continuously heal himself. As he's doing that, he's not getting harmed in any ways as the nine tails is being extracted. And Naruto pretty much stays alive without losing much of its power. And while that happens, the Jubi starts getting revived, and then Naruto, Tobi, and Pain would fight. Why they would fight? They would fight for the control over the Jubi. Especially Pain has control over the Jubi right now, and he is the weakest of the three, so Nagato would get eliminated the first. Conan would try to assist Nagato, of course, since he's not delusional as Nagato, thinking that he's a god. She would assist him, thinking that he's not strong enough to defeat these two madmans. But she would also get killed in the crossfire. Then Naruto OVI's domain expansion would take care of Tobi, since domain expansion does to cleave and dismantle. Their techniques are too fast for the Sharingan to keep up, even the Kamui to keep up, and they eventually start hitting Obito, and Obito is just out of commission. Naruto then takes out Nagato's Rinnegan and then puts it in his own eyes. As Naruto, just starts to laugh like a madman, and then he starts to speak. After so long, I finally regained my full strength. Taking back time, I still had the Rinnegan, but the fool Hagoromo destroyed them by plucking them out. Whatever. Naruto would think that he would look at the Jubi. Now, as for you, Jubi, Naruto would say as, he would look at the Jubi. Let's see now. He would say as he would start going through hand signs. As Naruto would finally sigh, as with handing the hand signs. The Jubi would start getting sucked into Naruto, and Naruto would eventually become the 10 Tails Jinchuriki. Yeah, I will leave this part off right here, you guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this part, and if you did, subscribe to the channel and like this video. Share this video with many of your friends as possible, since it really does help us grow, and algorithm and all that stuff does really love when you share your videos with others. It promotes that videos much more. So guys, just share your videos, okay? It really does help a lot. So yeah, see you guys in the next one. Until then, peace out, guys. Have a really nice day. Peace.